Want stronger, more defined abs without spending hours in the gym? The right exercises can train your entire core, improve stability, and build functional strength. In this video, we'll cover 5 powerful ab exercises you can perform with minimal equipment. Stay until the end to learn how to train your core effectively and safely. Number 1. Crunches. Crunches are a classic abdominal exercise and an excellent starting point for building stronger, more defined abs. They primarily target the rectus abdominis, the muscles responsible for the familiar six-pack appearance. When performed correctly, crunches can strengthen your core without requiring expensive equipment or complicated movements. To perform a proper crunch, lie flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet firmly planted on the floor. Place your hands lightly behind your head or across your chest. Avoid pulling on your neck. Before moving, tighten your abdominal muscles as if preparing for a gentle punch to the stomach. Slowly lift your shoulders and upper back away from the floor while keeping your lower back relatively stable. Focus on bringing your rib cage toward your pelvis rather than simply moving your head forward. Pause briefly at the top and squeeze your abdominal muscles. Then lower yourself slowly and with control. The key is quality, not speed. Performing dozens of fast repetitions with poor technique will not necessarily produce better results. Instead, use a controlled tempo and maintain constant tension throughout the movement. Start with 2-3 sets of 10-15 controlled repetitions. As your strength improves, gradually increase repetitions or add resistance. Remember that visible abs depend on more than abdominal exercises alone. A balanced diet, regular physical activity, adequate sleep, and overall body fat management also play important roles. Crunches strengthen your abdominal muscles, but consistency is what helps turn those improvements into long-term results. Number 2. Reverse crunches. Reverse crunches are one of the most effective exercises for strengthening the lower portion of the abdominal wall while also challenging your entire core. Instead of lifting your upper body toward your legs, this movement involves bringing your pelvis and knees toward your chest. That makes it an excellent complement to traditional crunches. Begin by lying on your back with your arms resting beside your body. Bend your knees to approximately 90 degrees and lift your feet slightly off the floor. Engage your abdominal muscles before starting the movement. Your lower back should remain controlled throughout the exercise. Slowly curl your knees toward your chest while gently lifting your hips from the floor. The movement should come from your abdominal muscles rather than from swinging your legs. At the top, pause for a moment and contract your core. Then slowly lower your hips and return your legs to the starting position. Avoid using momentum. If you swing your legs aggressively, your hip flexors may take over much of the work, reducing the effectiveness of the exercise. A slower, controlled motion keeps tension where you want it. Try 2-3 sets of 10-15 repetitions. If you are a beginner, start with fewer repetitions and concentrate on mastering the technique. Reverse crunches can also be useful for people who find traditional sit-ups uncomfortable because they place less emphasis on repeatedly lifting the entire torso. However, if you experience back pain, stop the movement and consider getting guidance from a qualified fitness professional. For stronger abs, combine reverse crunches with exercises that challenge the core in different ways. Training multiple movement patterns creates a more balanced and functional abdominal workout. Number 3. Forearm plank. The forearm plank is a powerful core exercise that trains your abdominal muscles while also challenging your shoulders, hips, and entire trunk. Unlike crunches, the plank requires your core to resist movement. This makes it particularly useful for developing stability and functional strength. To begin, position yourself on your forearms and toes. Your elbows should be positioned approximately beneath your shoulders. Keep your body in a straight line from your head through your shoulders, hips, knees, and ankles. Engage your abdominal muscles and squeeze your glutes gently. The most common mistake is allowing the hips to drop toward the floor or rise too high. Both positions reduce the effectiveness of the exercise. Imagine that your body is one solid board and maintain a neutral spine throughout the hold. For beginners, start by holding the plank for approximately 15-30 seconds. Rest and repeat for 2-3 sets. As your core becomes stronger, gradually increase the duration. You do not need to hold a plank for several minutes to benefit from it. A shorter hold performed with excellent technique can be more valuable than a very long hold with poor form. Remember to breathe normally. Holding your breath can increase unnecessary tension and make the exercise more difficult. Take slow, controlled breaths while maintaining abdominal tension. The plank is especially valuable because it teaches your core to stabilize your body while your limbs remain relatively still. This type of strength can support everyday activities, exercise performance, posture, and balance. For a complete abdominal routine, combine planks with dynamic exercises such as crunches and reverse crunches. Together, they train the core through different functions and help create a stronger, more resilient midsection. Number 4. Bicycle crunches. Bicycle crunches combine trunk flexion and rotation, making them a challenging movement for the abdominal muscles. They primarily work the rectus abdominis while also involving the oblique muscles along the sides of your waist. When performed with control, they can add variety and intensity to your core training routine. Start by lying on your back with your knees bent and your hands placed lightly behind your head. Lift your shoulders slightly from the floor and bring your knees upward. Avoid pulling on your neck. Your abdominal muscles should remain engaged throughout the movement. Extend one leg outward while gently rotating your torso so that the opposite elbow moves toward the bent knee. Return to the center, then switch sides. Continue alternating in a smooth, controlled pattern similar to a slow pedaling motion. The goal is not to touch your elbow to your knee at all costs. Instead, focus on rotating through your torso while maintaining control. Rushing through the repetitions can reduce muscle tension and may encourage unnecessary neck or lower back movement. Start with 2-3 sets of 8-12 repetitions per side. If you are new to bicycle crunches, perform fewer repetitions and concentrate on proper technique. As your core strength improves, gradually increase the volume. Breathing also matters. Exhale as you rotate toward the knee and inhale as you return to the center. This can help you maintain a consistent rhythm. Bicycle crunches are best used as part of a balanced workout rather than as the only abdominal exercise. Pair them with anti-extension exercises such as planks and controlled flexion exercises such as reverse crunches. If twisting causes discomfort in your back or neck, stop and choose a more comfortable core exercise. Strong abs should come from progressive, controlled training, not from forcing your body through painful movements. Number 5. Dead bug. The dead bug is an outstanding core exercise for developing abdominal control, coordination, and stability. It may look simple, but when performed correctly, it challenges your core to resist movement while your arms and legs move independently. This makes it especially useful for building functional strength. Begin by lying on your back with your arms extended toward the ceiling. Lift your legs so your knees are bent at approximately 90 degrees. Before moving, gently brace your abdominal muscles and keep your lower back controlled against the floor. Slowly lower your right arm and left leg toward the floor while keeping the opposite arm and leg stationary. Only lower your limbs as far as you can while maintaining control of your torso. Then return to the starting position and switch sides. The most important part of the dead bug is not how low your arms or legs travel. The priority is keeping your core stable. If your lower back begins to arch excessively, shorten the movement. Start with 2-3 sets of 6-10 repetitions per side. Move slowly and breathe throughout each repetition. As you become more comfortable, you can gradually increase the number of repetitions or extend the range of motion. Dead bugs are particularly valuable because they train the core to resist unwanted movement. That skill can transfer to lifting, walking, sports, and many everyday activities. For a complete ab routine, you can combine dead bugs with crunches, reverse crunches, bicycle crunches, and planks. This combination challenges the abdominal muscles through different functions rather than repeatedly performing the same movement. And remember, building rock-solid abs requires consistency. Perform your exercises with proper form, progressively challenge your muscles, stay physically active, and support your training with a nutritious diet. Stronger abs are built through smart training and patience, not overnight shortcuts.